Hello and welcome back to Ohio Sports Zone. I'm John Kosis and I'm joined by Hailey Hrynewich, a junior member of the Ohio University women's golf team. Hailey, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. And Hailey not only is one of the top members of the Ohio University women's golf team, but this summer qualified for the U.S. Amateur Open. And what's truly exciting about it is you're still young, you're still in college golf, and you go out there and you get to compete at one of the highest levels in America. What does it feel like? What's the difference between, say, competing at Ohio University's golf course and going out there in Oregon?
It feels great. It's unbelievable, the competition there. I mean, everyone is so focused on golf. I mean, they all want to be professionals. You know, they all want to be in the LPGA Tour. So many girls from England, France, Japan, just from everywhere, and it was a really great experience.
And as a freshman for Ohio University, you led the team with the lowest average stroke total per 18 holes. Obviously, coming in your freshman year, that's a lot of pressure to continue to keep doing well your sophomore year, junior year, and senior year, the upcoming 2 years that you have. How do you prepare differently, if at all differently, from how you went in your freshman year?
Well, basically, I just always, after every round, mark down in my notebook things that I need to improve on, shots that I've missed, and that's one of the biggest things. I know some golfers, they just keep hitting the same shots that they're already good at, and I always work on shots that I can improve on, and I think that that's why my stroke average consistently seems to drop.
Very nice, and it's a long way here in Athens, Ohio, from where you grew up in Michigan, and where you started playing early on at Muskegon Country Club Golf Course, right? Now, when you started playing, you had a partner in your twin, Reed.
Yeah.
And what's it like having someone who's not only a sibling, but the same age as you to kind of push you along the way?
Oh, he definitely pushed me along the way. I mean, I don't think I'd be as good at golf as I am today if it wasn't for him. He's literally practicing 10 hours at least every day. And if I'm not there for a couple hours, it honestly makes me feel bad about myself. So he's definitely, motivated me to be a better golfer.
Are you guys both aiming to become professional golfers, or are there other dreams?
He definitely is. That's like his only plan in life, to be a professional golfer. I do want to try playing professional golf for maybe the first 2 years after I graduate, but most importantly, sports broadcasting is my major, and that's what I want to do.
All right, and would it be golf sports broadcasting or any sports broadcasting?
I would love to work for the Golf Channel. That is my dream job.
Awesome. And when you competed just this last summer, you ended up losing the qualifying tournament, but you made it very interesting. You made it to a playoff hole, and you almost chipped one in there at the end, and ended up losing because of a upper 20-foot, almost 30-foot putt from the girl who ended up taking the tournament.
Yeah.
And
that was
what
rough.
does it feel like?
I really thought that chip was going to go in. I mean, I was like looking at it and I was like, this is how I'm going to win this. And then it just stopped before the hole. So when she sank her putt, it was kind of disappointing. But honestly, I wasn't that upset because I did my best and that's all I can do. So.
And after the chip, was it something where you knew something crazy was going to happen next, or did you think you had hole number 20?
I thought I had hole number 20. I did not think she was going to make that putt. It was like a downhill sloper, and honestly, good for her. Like, if I would have made that putt to win the tournament, that's a pretty cool feeling. So.
That's awesome. And you went over into Oregon.
Yeah.
You made it through 36 holes and then missed the cut at 36 holes. And is the goal to try and get back to that level again next year? Are you going to try and make it further in that tournament, or are you just happy with qualifying?
I was happy with qualifying this year. I definitely could have played a lot better. I think I was a little bit nervous. I played pretty tentatively, and I would love, since I've already had a first-year experience there, to qualify again and actually make it to match play next year.
You mentioned being nervous at a high level, but in all reality, you've been playing at a high level for a long time. Even your freshman year of high school, you made it as an all-conference athlete in Division II in Michigan. Your senior year, you were part of the Super 8. You were part of a cluster of people called the Fab Four, right?
Yeah.
And in addition to that, the 3 people who were on your team with you were part of the 3 Super Softs, because you had 3 of the top golfers in the state on a team with you. How does that help just team camaraderie? A lot of people normally talk about baseball with this because it's such a long season, it's a grind, and when people have fun, it just makes the sport easier. What type of fun are you guys having out in the golf course?
Definitely. Well, my high school team, I just think that since we pretty much won everything, we had so much confidence, and I think that honestly improved my golf game as well. And if you get along with all your teammates how I did with my teammates on my high school team, it makes golf a lot more fun.
All right, and even now you have girls like Angela Codine and girls who are just absolutely outstanding. What's it like to work with them? And it seems at every level, yes, you're an extremely talented golfer, but you have other talented golfers around you, because golf is an individual sport, but to win a MAC championship for Ohio University, to hoist that banner, you have to have other people around you.
Yeah, I definitely think that we have a very good chance at winning this year. Our golf team's continuously getting better, and the girls in my golf team work just as hard as I do, so I'm excited about it.
And earlier we talked about your twin, Reed.
Yeah.
He also qualified for the U.S. Amateur Open this last year, and you guys became the first set of different gendered twins to qualify for the Open in the same year. Now, it had been done 3 times by same gendered twins beforehand. It was Jennifer and Kristen Coleman in 2014, Leona and Lisa McGuire in 2013, and Derek and Daryl Fauhauer in 2003, 2006, and 2007. What does it feel like to be in that company? Because that's got to be amazing. 3 other sets of twins have done that in history, and you joined them.
It feels great. Everyone, growing up, always knew as my brother and I being, the golfers, and so now that we can actually set a record together is pretty cool.
And it's not just a family affair with your twin. Your dad, Tim, not only was he a pro hockey player for the Pittsburgh Penguins for 3 years, but in addition to that, he's your caddy when you're over there in summer and for a bunch of your other tournaments. What's it like to have your dad sitting in the corner?
Oh, he's great. I mean, my dad is the most positive person ever. I could hit a bad shot, and, as long as I'm trying my best, he's always there for me, and that's all that matters. So
after doing some reading, I found out about one thing that your dad stresses a lot. It's attitude.
Oh, yeah.
How does that shape your outlook on not only golf, but everything you attack in life, whether it's your studies or whether it's broadcasting, for example?
Yeah, he's all about character and attitude. I always have to make sure I have a positive attitude. He always said growing up, don't ever say you can't do something, and that's what he's always stressed to me, so I think that that's helped me, accomplish things in life.
Well, Hailey, I want to thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
Once again, Ohio Sports Zone will be live next week at 9 p.m., as it is every single week. Thanks for joining us once again on the broadcast. For Hailey, Hrynewich, and the rest of the cast, I'm John Kosis.